Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of Shelter War. I have a lot to cover today. It's been a while since I did a video. I was actually trying to fix a couple things that broke before I did another video, and now we got an event going live, so I couldn't wait any longer. So I'm going to jump in and cover a lot of stuff, a lot of information, some things that I've learned, some mistakes that I've made, and hopefully for those of you that haven't gotten as far as I have, you can not make the same mistakes and be a little smarter than I am for where I'm at. So I will get to the event coverage in a little bit, but first things first, I'm going to go ahead and talk about what I've done and where I've been since the last video. I've basically been leveling everybody up and everything up. I have almost everything built now, and we'll just go through here real quick. So I got everything that I can possibly built. Obviously I have the commercial to watch right there. We got a new hero in the game, which I will talk about in a moment. We got Mgharr out there in addition to Curioso. And then obviously we can make those purchases there. And then we got upgrades. Sorry, that's the wrong spot. Click here. I have only 2 upgrades left to do at CC6. I got upgrade the technical room, which allows me to get my technical workers up to level 30. Upload my energy workshop, which allows me to get my energy workers up to level 30. And I have my water workers and my food workers right now training to level 30. I got them working over here right now. So I already have two of the food workers at 30. I have 2 more here getting ready to work their way up. And then for my water workers, I finished my first 2, and I have 2 more that just started right now. So the goal obviously to get a bunch of people up to 30, and with all these boxes in here, I got a bunch of higher level items that I can start equipping on these people. So that is one of the things with this event. You can, or not event, this game, you can earn higher level gear than what you have the ability to use, which is good for the future. But for me, it's just kind of been sitting in my bag waiting for use. So that's what I've been doing. So I had all my fighters at level 25, and when I upgraded to CC6, Control Center 6, for those of you that haven't been seeing me do these videos, I'm just going to say that from now on. I was able, before I did that, I was able to get like level 12, wave 12 of Doom Dome, and I upgraded to CC6. I still had 4 fighters at 25. I was able to get to 10 or 11 in Doom Dome, so that didn't really change it. And one good thing that came with that, I'll just start throwing tips out here. At CC5, you get 500, what are we going to call these called? Doom coins. You get 500 of these, 50 of these Doom coins for each video that you watch. Right when you go up to the CC6, you can get 100. So for me, I only dropped like one wave or 2 maybe, and I was still able to, double the amount of coins I got by watching videos. So upgrading to CC6 is actually useful if you don't upgrade your fighters, because you can still be productive and you can still get some level 30 gear like for your other workers, not necessarily all of your fighters. So that's where I was, and I was actually still being pretty successful, and I was farming quite a few of those coins, which was good as I was starting to level up. And my goal was to rush as quickly as possible to get my training area down here up so I could start training for level 30. And I got my first 2 fighters done at level 30. And then all of a sudden I had struggled to get through Doom Dome 5. So at that point I should have known what was going on. I should have stopped, but silly me, I didn't. I went ahead and trained up 2 more fighters. So now I have 4 by 30, and I couldn't beat the first person in Doom Dome. I would get to wave 1 and I would lose the first fight every single time. And that was with going into the Doom store, and I had a bunch of coins saved up. Where we go to the store, I had, not a ton. I had like 14,000. I was just short of getting this, which for when you first level, this is definitely the time to get it. Not that, sorry. Let me go to the bottom. There we go. I had about 20,000. I was just short of getting this Doom Crate, which is a guaranteed 2 legendaries, plus a guaranteed at least 2 epics, maybe 4. And this is the time to buy this crate. I don't recommend this when you've been out there for a while, because all these are random and they're not necessarily going to help you. You don't know what they're going to be. But when you're up to the new level, everything's going to be helpful. So it's all useful. And I kind of freaked out when I saw that I couldn't win one single fight. So I just started buying all, I didn't buy this, but I bought this, and I bought a couple of these, and I spent all my Doom coins. All of a sudden I didn't have any. And then I saw this crate down here and I forgot I was supposed to do that. So It was the disaster, actually, and I couldn't win the fight. And there was a recent, with the last update that came out, they allowed you to make a couple purchases, and I went ahead and did that. I said I wasn't going to buy on this game until I saw it was stable, and we're still not in production yet. This is still beta, so we still got trials going on, so I wasn't going to spend any money, but knowing that an event was coming up, I didn't want to be struggling and not be able to win any of those fights. So I went ahead and bought the Mgharr package, which allowed me to get him at level 25 with a couple chips. And I was able to get a couple more chips in the time being. So he's up there and he's on my squad, which is huge. He comes in as a front level tank, which has been highly helpful. And I was able to get right there, this guy right here. So I got a healing artifact. So I got my first artifact. It's only level blue, but I think only level blues are in the game, except for this event that's out now. I think there's a legendary artifact that's in the game, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So I got this. So with all this, I was able to get my squad power up to like 42,042. And right now I've been kind of testing some other gear and trying to figure out the best situation for me to get further. Excuse me. So for a little while I was able to get through 2 waves of Doom Dome, but now I'm back down to maybe winning 5 fights, maybe 4. Let's see where we're at right now. There's a bug right now in the Doom Dome. It's not working very good. I already beat this guy like 3 times. If you guys get that, there's a way. If you're finding, apparently there's a known bug and the developers are working on it. But if you fight here and then you come back and that fight is gone, if you go to support, excuse me, click on the gear, hit report an issue. I forget what you're supposed to put, but if you guys have a if anybody has this problem, put a question in the comments and I'll go ahead and respond. But you put in your email address and you put in what you're facing. You can write it, but there's a specific heading that they're looking for because this is happening repeatedly for everybody. And the more information you can provide, the more help it is for them to be able to find this bug. So, but yeah, so that happened. So I got to get in there. Maybe we'll go ahead and do a couple Doom Dome fights here if there's time. But yeah, I can't make it very far. So, this is still wave 1, and look at that, 39,300 for the 3rd fighter in wave 1, and 40,000 last time I looked. 40,000 was the 6th fighter in the 2nd wave. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 5 because people are leveling up like crazy with this event and with powering up their hero, and they're getting stronger and stronger. So because of that, Doom Dome is getting harder and harder. So I'm kind of falling behind again. So I'm hoping this event's going to help me get a little bit stronger. And I'm going to start working on my hero, make my hero a lot stronger, and see if that helps. And I also have Curiosa up here. I put 1 chip in there just to see because I hadn't done that before. I got a couple extra, but my goal is going to be to maximize my chips on my Mgharr first, and then if I have extra and I have extra resources and time, then I'll start working on her. And there's another, I think we saw that in the store here, down in Heroes. We got another Roxy's coming in pretty soon. Roxy looks like one of the villains that you fight in the PvE area of the map. Sorry, I got an itch in my nose. So I don't know when that's coming, but I'm sure that'll be another for purchase, which you don't have to make that purchase. You can get them. I think if you go to the store and go manage, you can go ahead and buy this for free, or maybe for like, I don't know if it's crypto coins or some kind of resources or something. You can get them and it comes in at level 1. So the one thing I got was getting in at level 25. There's this. I don't know how to get to this yet. I haven't seen it, but this will be very helpful for sure. Increases health in self and all allied brawlers by 10%. So right now I'm running 2 brawlers. That'll be helpful, but I don't know how to turn that one on. And I don't know how this is going to work. Am I going to get to choose which ability I'm going to use? Do they get to use all abilities? So I'm still figuring all the abilities out, and I will cover those as I find them, of course. But that's where I'm at. So my shorter term goals are to obviously level up all my fighters to level 30, or not my workers, especially my food workers, because I need food for making, building. I need 500,000 just to build or upgrade any of my areas. And water, obviously, for the events, it's not quite as important for me, or the fights, because I can't make it very far. But once I can start getting further in Doom Dome, that'll be useful. But really what I want to start doing are a couple things. Going in here, which is going to be my way of getting a little bit stronger, and start crafting legendary items. It's going to be 250,000 here, plus I need, I forget what these guys are called, whatever these guys are called, when you break down equipment and you find something that's in a chest and stuff like that. So my goal is going to be building equipment down here so I can start making some legendary equipment. I'm going to kind of wait until this event's over to start doing the higher level things to see what I'm missing and see if I can't start filling those in. So that's going to be one way to get stronger. And then the other way is going to be coming down to my hero, and if you level up an item, if you go upgrade, click on it, I have them up to 11 right now. Just to go up one purple or one orange here, it's going to cost 100,000 food. It makes it, if I max it it's going to give me an extra 107 power, which is good, but it's 400,000 food. And I think to go from 1 to 20 is 900 and something odd thousand food. So it's really expensive. So that's why I want to get my workers up there to start, churning out food as quick as possible, so I can start, getting my hero maxed as quickly as possible. Max green will be the first goal, I guess. And if there's anything beyond that, we'll do that. And then here's what this guy is, but install a complete set of implants to the next rarity level. I don't know what next means. Since this is gray, that probably means green. So if I can get greens on all of these, then I probably get this one unlocked. But I don't know. We'll see how that works. And some of these things probably aren't in the game yet. There's a lot of functionality that are not in this game. And I did see a post on Facebook that they said the next update, it was kind of cryptic, but it sounded like the next update's gonna be huge. And it was a question that was asking about iOS. I'm hoping that means that the full version is coming out next month, in the next month's release, and it's gonna be on iOS. It'll be very beneficial to me, and I will very much appreciate that. So looking forward to that. I'm guessing on what it's going to be, but it sounds like based on what I read, it will be pretty huge. And one little thing I didn't mention also about the hero leveling, but as you go through fight, you get XP and your hero gets stronger. So my Mgharr came in at level 25, and he is 2/3 the way now to 26. So it's slow. Obviously it'd be quicker if I could do more Doom Domes, but for the time being, he is creeping his way up. So basically the long and short out of all that, my recommendation to you, if you're like on the fence at CC5, think about going to CC6, and you have enough, you're able to get far enough, you're able to get, through all 3 waves of Doom Dome, that's fantastic. Then definitely do the upgrade. If you're able to get through 2, maybe it's up to you, because that 3rd chest is apparently really good. I've never gotten it before. So you can farm a lot of stuff from there, and you can farm a lot of Doom coins. So it's probably worth staying there. But the benefit of going up to CC6 is you can start building everything else and leveling everything else and start getting top level of everything except for your fighters. It might be worth just going all the way up, keep your fighters at level 25, level everything else except for your fighters, and then you can start, you can continue to build strength at your level, your 4x25. You can continue to watch commercials that you can get 100 Doom coins instead of 50. And then once you're ready and you have enough coins saved up, my recommendation is, if you look here, if you go to the store, it's 16,000 for a legendary item, and that this changes week to week. So whether you want to get that or you want to get purples, whatever you want to do, maybe buy 3 or 4 of these chests. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either, because then you're going to get 6 to 8 legendaries plus a bunch of epics, and that's going to make you immediately very strong and powerful at the level 30. So that would be my guess. That would be my recommendation. Just farm, whether at CC5 or CC6 at level 25, both places, and just farm until you get 75 to 100,000 or even more Doom coins, and then you're gonna be set once you get up to the next level. Plus, at that point, you'll have your hero, or maybe even multiple heroes if you bought the other one, leveled maxed up to 25 or even 30 at that point. So then your hero is immediately gonna be strong too as well. So that is my recommendation, and I would encourage you to do that unless you just want to get to the top and rush it. But once you do, you get in my situation where you're in a bad way and you are one of the weaker people. So, and my concern was if there's an event coming up, I wanted to get stronger so I could be more competitive and be able to do more of the Doom Dome, which was very important in the first event. But leading into that, there isn't another event, and that is not quite as critical. So let's go ahead and jump in to cover this event. And this event is called Cryptocrates. And as you can see, there are a ton of legendary items. And as I discussed, I am level 6, CC6, and my top level fighter is level 30. So what you do, you just basically play the game. You do your dailies. You go ahead and you fight your invasions here, and you're going to get some of those. What are we calling these tags here? What are we calling them? Crypto keys. So you do these, you get your crypto keys on the map. There's invasions that come in here. There's 10 of these invasions. And for me, in the last event, I was really weak and I couldn't hardly do any of them. For this one, at my level 30, I was able to clear all 10. And from what I understand, from level 25, this is the slight downside here. The level 25s are having a hard time beating all of these because you're just not strong enough. Maybe if you're like a maxed out 25, you could be okay, but that could be the slight downside to having the level 25 fighters. But there are 10 different fights you do in here. And then, like the last event, you had to go, control a player and go through your castle, or not your castle, your shelter, to try to find things. And this one has the same kind of thing. So you're going through looking for I forget what they're called, but you're trying to find 3 different artifacts, and you do that, you get crypto coins as well. Not crypto coins, sorry, the keys. Let me try to back out here. There we go. So with all that, I spent a couple just to see how it went. I guess I spun 4 times. I didn't get anything, and for the most part, you don't. And there's a lot of people complaining about this. It's just it's somewhat random. It's mostly random, and people don't like that. People want to have a set goal of something to work towards. But all of the games have this random chance item in them, or random chance event, and this is just part of it. So you basically just grind, play the game, and you get to spin, and you get free stuff. So it's, for me, it's a great deal. I mean, you're not gonna get all of these more than likely, and not everybody's going to, and that's okay. You don't need to have all the top level items every time. So I'd be happy to get a couple. I'd be ecstatic if I got all of them, but I don't mind this kind of event. You know, you get to just play and you get free stuff. You know, you can't go wrong with that. And then it especially works out for my situation where I'm not quite as strong. Hopefully I get a couple of those, and that's going to help jump me up to the next level and be able to clear a couple more Doom Dome fights is my goal. So so I got 4 spins, or 2, sorry. What I've been doing, there's a 2, 3, and 6. I haven't seen any definition of what these are. My assumption is if you spin this one, you can get a little. You spin this one, you get a little bit more. And you spin this one, you get a chance to get something bigger. But if you click on all of them, they say, you know, here's the wheel. You're basically spinning it, and this wheel goes as you're spinning. So plus 200 points. I mean, that's going to obviously add 200 points to here. So maybe, you know, I don't know. My assumption is the 600 points gives me a higher percentage chance of hitting on something, but it might not be. Maybe the 200 is the way to go. You spin 6 times. I mean, if right now, I could spin 6 times to do that, or I could spin 2 times. I already spun the 600 a couple different times because I assumed it was a bigger chance. Data units for the medium crypto crate. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I did. You know, well, let's try it. Let's try the small one this time. And then you still see some legendary items on there. Let's go right here. So right there we have the belt. Let's spin around until we get back to the belt again. 1 legendary. You know, we got some epics. Epics will be good for me. Oh, whoa. Stop. I gotta start over. All right, so we got the belt, and then we got the 200 there, so make sure we're not going around. So let's see, maybe there's only a couple legendaries on this way. So there's 2. Yeah, no, that's another one. 3, that's a different belt, right? 4, 3. So there's 3 different legendary items on that wheel. Let's go check this one. All right, now we got the armband. This is different, we haven't seen that yet. Let's see, with the 12,000 before it. So we got 1, 2, 3. Oh man, did it again, didn't it? I gotta start over again. Looks like only 3. So 12,000, there's 1, 2, 3. Man, I keep skipping that sound spot. So 3 or 4, but they're all different things. So maybe you can only get some of them on each of the ones. That'd be interesting. Okay, it's possible. It's just when we got the weapons, you got 500, so 1, 2 with those, 3, 4, 5, obviously way more here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all right, okay, well, anyway, there's a ton. So the 600 gives you more legendary items on there, but you don't know what the percentage chances are of these. You know, this could be 1% chance on this, or maybe even less, to be honest with you. Maybe the combined total of all the legendaries is 2%. You go to the other wheel, it might be combined total 2% as well. This just gives you more variety of things you might win. So yeah, I don't know that the fact that there's more legendary items on here means you have a better chance of getting a legendary, to be honest with you. So maybe they'll release those stats somewhere. I doubt it, because they don't usually do that kind of a thing. So I'm going to stick to the big ones for now. And then if you get, you know, open up 10 of them, you can get this one, which also gives you a chance. Looks like maybe even more, because we had some purple and some orange nanites as well, plus a ton of. Yeah, this will be a good one to get to. You get 10 of these. Like pretty much everything here is really good. I'm sure there's something. I mean, Doom coins are probably the worst thing you can get, which isn't horrible. 150 coins, 3 dog tag. I mean, those are good, but that's probably one of the lower ones as well. What was that other thing here? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one. So I'll make sure I save these for another video. 3 days of that. That'd be nice right now. Get the robot assistant. Yeah, so that's a really good one. That's a huge Cryptocrate. All right, so we got lesser, medium, bigger, and then huge. That's the difference. And the huge one is the one that has all the big stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to do that. So I think for now, until I hear something different, I'm going to stick to these bigger, spin this one and have a chance at something bigger. So let's go ahead and take our chances and spin twice. See if we can't get something here on camera and get lucky. Like I said, I ran it a couple times earlier and I got 2 food crates. Oh no, I got coins. I got coins once, and then I got like a multi food crate other times. So that's not, you know, the best thing, but again, getting free coins for nothing, I'm not going to complain about that. You know, especially this is day one. I already got 200 coins, and then we got those. You know, that's gory coins. What is that? That's 5 commercials. So another free day of commercials right there. So these are the lower level ones, obviously. It's not the big stuff that you're trying to get. And with all the other games, I'm sure this is the same way as here. Just because I almost landed on this one, I don't think that means I almost got it. I think you click spend. Let's go here. You click spin, and the moment you spin, it determines where you're going to go, and then it's all visual. So just because you almost landed on it, I don't think that means you almost got it. That's the way it is for all the other games that I've done. It's just, you know, to build excitement and make you think you almost got there. You know, it's the whole gambling mentality of making people to one more time. So obviously I'm out of coins now at this point, or my tags. But like I said, I'm not against this event. I mean, it's no guarantee you're not going to get everything, more than likely, but you do have a chance of getting some good stuff and some other stuff. So obviously I just got those coins. I got 200 free coins ready. I got some gory coins and some other gear, so I'm okay with it. And we got 12 days to do it. It's a long event to get have a lot of chances to get some stuff. The one downside on this game versus other games is you only have a limited amount you can do each day, because I already did all my dailies except for the dailies I can't do. So I have, you know, this one, I'll get this once I finish the other one, and this is one I can't do. 5 levels of Doom Dome. This is the same way with last event. That's why I'm going to spin some of my items early to hopefully get a little stronger and get lucky to be able to get a little further in the Doom Dome. And if I can start clearing 5 waves, look at that, that's 360 tags plus 420, that's 780 tags. That's going to be an extra big spin every day just by completing those, but I can't do that. So I'm going to try to get to that by the end of the event. We'll see. But yeah, so once you complete your dailies, I don't think there's much else you can do unless you go out here to the to this guy, which I already have everything maxed out. I can't get any further. But let's try it. Why not? I got some extra water just sitting there. I tried this fight once already and lost. So, you know, we'll try it and see if we can get lucky. I got a new spell. I know spell's not the right word, but a new spell to try out and see if that actually helps. It gives you another fighter on the battlefield. And I have been leveling those up as well. I haven't tested them out, so I have the wrong spells equipped right now. So this guy here with this bomb, I think is going to give me somebody else fighting for me. Let's just go ahead and put one of those out and see what happens. There's so much going on, I can't even see. Oh, well, it seems to be helping. So this is one I like to save for the end of the fight. If they got one fighter left, I go ahead and blast that last fighter with this one. And this is the one I just powered up. But this is what happens in Doom Dome. They're just attacking everything else, and I'm just not strong enough to carry my own. I did make a difference. We won this fight now because of it, though. So let's see if we get... No, see with that. We didn't get anything related for the event. So making it further here is not necessarily going to help anything for the event. I mean, it won't help anything for the event. The good thing is it helps my hero, but... Yeah, so you're limited in what you can do on the daily basis. And if you're stronger, obviously you can do more levels in Doom Dome. I'm sure you get tags there. But since I can't do that, I can't make it very far. But those that can make it a little bit further. But I think level 15 is the max. Once you do 15 of those every day, then you're done. So, all right, story mode, we haven't covered that here in a while because I've just been blasting through them. Just because it's probably not that interesting for the video. So, all right, Morton doesn't want Smith as an emitter any longer, and that's a thing to worry about. Does anyone have any understanding of how things work? Note, I analyzed the brain waves recorded during the experiment on Smith. The implants replaces the recipient's thought with side controller thoughts. How can we jam it? Put a bullet through your head. Oh, nice. All right, well, basically these people are trying to take over my people and keep me from winning. So one of the things I'm hoping for as well is to get a little bit stronger so I can complete this area and hopefully get a good offer to get something to make me stronger as well. Again, I don't want to buy my way to be stronger, but I'm so weak right now. I'm just trying to get something to get a little bit of a foothold so I can start making some headway. But there's really no hurry. To be honest, there's really no hurry to do any of that because there is a limited amount that you can do in this game at the moment. And once the full version comes out, maybe it'll be more where you can just constantly be playing all the time, but that's not really the case right now. So it's just really about grinding and just keep building your people, which is why there's so many strong people in the game, because there's only so much you can do. But my goal is to get to be one of those people where I can just keep building and be a lot stronger. So once the fuller functionality comes out, I can be a lot more competitive. That is the longer term goal here. So that is going to do it for today. So that's where my squad is. That's where I'm at. I'm struggling to make up for the mistake that I made. And my goal is for the next 10 days is to play this event and see if we can spin the wheel and get lots of good stuff, or at least some good stuff anyway. I have very low expectations because these kind of wheels, the drop rates are low because you earn enough where you can get a lot of chances to get stuff. And if you got something every single time, then you would get everything right away. And that's just defeats the whole purpose of these kind of things, and it's not really fun if every single person has every single thing. So this, like I said, I'm okay with this, and I've been okay with it in all the other games as well. But there's a very loud segment of the game, of the fan base, that really does not like it, and they make that point clear every single time. So, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And for me, I'm okay with it and I enjoy it. So that will do for today. And I will be back sooner. We're going to do another video before this event is over. Probably a couple more. Since the content updates are a little bit slower, I haven't been doing as many videos on this game. I plan to do a lot more once the full version is out. But right now, with limited content, I don't want to blast through everything and just start repeating it over and over and over. So I've just been, the goal was to take it a little bit slower until there's more content out here to cover. So, but I will be back again, especially since this event is going on, and see how far I can get and what else I can get. So good luck to you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you're clicking that subscribe button, and good luck to you in the event, and hopefully you can get everything that you are trying for. So this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.